Hi guys. Um, okay, I pulled in my POB at the current state. This is for the Chaos Golem build that I've started in the Lake of Kalendra. At the moment we're about level 76, 77. We're sitting at about 1.2 million DPS, and I worked out here that's with the Stone Golem, and I've got Phantasms linked to it. So you need to change the setting here to physical projectile and summon phantasm, otherwise you can't get their DPS. Now you can have a maximum of 10, um, but I've worked on basically a maximum of 5 or 6 for average, and then you have to calculate in your stone golem's damage as well, otherwise it won't be accurate. So the stone golem is at around 30,000 DPS, so I just added 2 extra phantasms for that. So I've got 5 or 6 and maybe 2, 2.5, so I think 8 will be a sum of the damage of the phantasms and the stone golem. Now I did this because zombies just irritated me. The zombies were probably about 150,000 DPS, so slightly more, but with the lesser projectiles that I put on there, the clear feels pretty good. Plus, I just absolutely never have to resummon them. I never have to desecrate, I never have to revive the zombies, and they continuously die. Even here on the tree, I had some survivability nodes in here, sacrifice, with extra minion life as a mastery. I still have this minion life here, which I'll drop later. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Minion life early on, at least at this stage, wasn't very well. I didn't have a level 21 or level 20 zombie. It was still level 17 or 18, but it felt poor. So this feels much better. Never have to resummon. You basically play golems, and while mapping, you got the phantasms out. And actually, a lot of times on bossing, they come out quite regularly, because then they come out every time that stone golem hits a unique, and not just when an enemy dies. So when I did level the build, I leveled and went through here in the middle part near the Templar nodes to quickly grab the survivability and straight into the minion nodes. Came down and grabbed some life, and then I started moving over. When I got near to that first lab, when I wanted to start use golems, I took that. And then the +1 golem here. So as soon as you have that 2 labs done and this +1, and you can have 3 or 4 golems out, especially if you can grab a clay shaper quickly, you can basically just play golems. I dual wielded clay shapers, and then I now switched to poison when I got my Severed in Sleep. Huge damage increase to have the extra 60% poison on here and 30% minion damage. So although there's flat damage on the clay shaper, it does less for chaos golems than they would do for carrion golems, but it's still very, very good. So I'm using 2, this one to get still have the extra golem and a bit of damage, but this one really bumps it up. And then you basically have your wither and your wither curse that I've linked to Bane. I just want to check here. Yeah, Bane, Despair. Sorry, not wither yet. That's what I will still change, but I only want to do it when I get the upgraded version of the Severed and Sleep. At the moment, mapping feels quite good with punishment, but later then I'll change it to temporal change. So it will be Despair and temporal change for maximum poison duration, and especially when bossing, that would be much more damage, because you'll get the extra duration and stacking of poisons right from the start on the boss. But this is still close. This feels great mapping. When you curse and you run in, they just basically demolish everything in that curse range very quickly. I've got it currently linked as Chance of Poison, Withering Touch. This is like your most important gem. It's insane on them. And if you ask about the wither effect, that only stacks when cast by you. So I do use a totem. So this increased wither gives you about 18% more damage. Now you don't have it normally, except if you use a totem. So a little trick you can do here is, this withering touch always applies, right? And you put wither on them, so they already take more damage, but they don't get that scaling effect on the tree. So on a boss, all you do is, you don't need faster casting or anything like that. You just have simple the wither and the spell totem, because this spell totem only needs to apply 1 withered stack, and then the whole withered on the boss counts as applied by you. So you literally, your golems can have the quick attack and apply all the wither. You pop this totem at the beginning, in the middle, doesn't matter. As long as it shoots the boss once, you get the whole effect of that extra wither. You'll see here, if that's 1.2 million currently. If you take the manual wither away, it drops to 1.12. So it's about 12% more damage. You could see there, just because you've got this little setup on bosses. So that's quite nice. Flame dash, movement, convocation, stone golem, lesser phantasm, feeding frenzy, very important. So all these minions apply feeding frenzy for extra damage. Determination, defensive aura. Flesh Offering is huge on this because of the attack speed. So you can see how much extra damage we get, and that's because they can also stack poisons quicker. And this especially becomes even more valuable when you have 100% chance to poison. I did talk about the two curses, and yeah, currently I use the Durious Damning, which I almost use in, I don't want to say all builds, but there where you can really use it. It's 1C and you can double curse enemies right from the start. It's so powerful. Like having no curses and putting 2 curses on an enemy is straight 50% more damage. I guarantee you that. Doesn't matter what build you play, especially elemental where it might be cold and elemental weakness, but here we'll use Despair Punishment and then Temporal Change as well to scale the poison. So this is how it looks now. My plan is to go CI later, and then the tree will change. I'll probably convert somewhere before 90 to CI. I just need enough energy shield gear. I don't have a Covenant yet, which would be the other one. That's the one that I would like to put my 6-link Chaos Golem in a Covenant to make it a 7-link. That's a massive damage increase, but it's like 6 divines for unlinked one currently, so it's very expensive. I've dropped 1 divine so far, and the rest has been piss poor, to say the least. I did get a Viridi's Veil, which is a lot of survivability. It's like 5C. Just buy it. It's +2 to socket the gems. So what I want to do is put the Stone Golem and the other minions in there, so they've got extra damage and survivability. You get some all resistance, but the best thing is you're immune to critical strikes. And it's so valuable. And if you want to wear 2 rings, if I maybe change it, then you can also be hexproof. But I do have like 48% reduced curse effect on my flask, and you'll get another 20% on the tree. Either this node I'll take later, or if I want to take that mastery, but I'm definitely going to grab this and this, especially when I go CI. And then we will drop the deal wielding nodes. I'll take those nodes for the curse to drop the ring, but then we will go here and glancing blows with that and be block capped then. And obviously the plan is to get an Aegis Aurora, but which is also very expensive. But yeah, this has been very comfortable, very easy. They do a lot of damage. You can see here I'm at 1.2 million damage, and yes, I bought the level 21 Chaos Golem, but my other gems have no quality, none is leveled, all is between 17 and 18. All the other Stone Golem, I don't even have a 21 yet. It's only level 19 Phantasm, so really there's nothing in it. It's basically just resistance and armor gear. You get capped for that. And then the Viridi's Veil that takes care of the tankiness, deal wielding for extra move speed, and we have over 1 million damage just walking around and watching them kill. But that's it. Thank you very much. I tried to do some updates to this season, but I'll see how I have to go between work and that. Thank you.